In this video, I will show you the easiest way to make this collage animation in After Effects. Collage animation is a type of animation that I discovered while learning motion design with log animation case studies. Style immediately got my attention because you're able to create whatever you want in Photoshop and then animate it. Basic Photoshop knowledge is usually enough to prepare files for After Effects. So let's get started. Open the PSD file as a composition in After Effects. Here is the composition settings that I'm using. I'm gonna isolate the tire layers, then press Y and adjust the anchor point for each of them. Now select both back and front tire layers and press R for rotation keyframes. At keyframes, move the timeline indicator to the end and adjust the value with your mouse to the left side. Feel free to exaggerate. It works, so we have our first motion. Anchor points look off here, so let's fix them quickly. Next step, I'm going to add null layer and parent dog and motor layer to it. This way we will control the movements of both layers at the same time. So click the null layer and press P for position properties. Add keyframe and move the indicator further. And adjust the position. You can use the arrow on your keyboard for that. Let's move it up and then I'm gonna copy the first keyframe and paste it after our second keyframe. By pressing and holding Alt key, you can drag keyframes to adjust timing. Now hold Alt and click the stopwatch icon and add an expression loop out. Now it will bounce forever. Press F9 to ease the keyframes. Now we need to animate the dog, like he's enjoying the ride. I'm gonna use the puppet tool for that. Put puppet pins to the joints of the dog. If you're lazy like me and you put just 2 pins, it won't work. So we need to think where the joints could be, or simply which parts we want to keep steady of a body, and put the puppet pins there. While we're putting pins, After Effects creates keyframes, so select the dog layer and press U to reveal them. We need only one pin to animate, and it is this top of head pin. Just slightly move the pin to the right side. Then I'm gonna copy the first keyframe and paste it right after the second one. Let's reveal the keyframes of null layer by pressing U on the keyboard and match the keyframes. Ease them as well. The dog is definitely wiping now. Next, let's create another null layer, parent first null layer to it, back and front tires as well. Now this second null layer will control the whole movement of the element. I will create white background. Well, I messed up in Photoshop, I guess. I can't go back and do the whole thing again, so I'm gonna use the mask to fix it. Just make sure you click on the layer before drawing with the pen tool. Now let's just invert it and we almost have a perfect tire. Looks nice. I will adjust the timing a bit. You can skip this part, it's totally my unnecessary obsession. Now let's come back to the second null layer that we have created. I will put two keyframes to start and the end in the timeline. First keyframe will be the start position of the element, second will be the end. So let's just adjust the position accordingly. I feel like the dog needs to listen to the music in his head, so I found this PNG file online to visually communicate that idea. Press P to access position properties, put a keyframe, then move the indicator further and adjust the element slightly up. Now press and hold Shift and press T on your keyboard. Add two keyframes from 0 to 100. Now let's duplicate the layer and adjust the scale of the element. Now I'm gonna duplicate them 1,000,000 times. To avoid this mess here, let's pre-compose those layers and name it music. Now this element needs to follow our initial motion, so let's just parent it to the null layer in which we created for whole motorcycle control. Easy. Now I'm gonna adjust the scale until it feels right. The motion we need for this animation is ready, we just need to adjust the final look. I'm gonna start with CC vignette effect. Now I'm gonna add this paper texture and I will animate it. It will give our animation handmade look, which is cool. I need more depth, so let's create a rectangle. We need black color and fastbox blur effect. Let's adjust the blur radius until it feels right. We can work on opacity as well to catch that look we desire. Press P, then press and hold Shift and press R and S. I'm sure you know what's going on here. Add keyframes for each of them and just randomly adjust the values for each of them. Select all keyframes and right-click, choose Toggle Hold Keyframes. Now I'm gonna adjust timing and add loop out expression for each of them. Last step of spicing it up is lumetri color. Add adjustment layer and apply lumetri color effect to it. Play around with settings to find your best, or just follow my way. After that, I will need posterized time effect. We can apply this posterized time effect to adjustment layer. And finally, I'm using this effect. It is a cool effect to give the animation this collage style and handmade look. Adjust the frame rate to 16. Final piece is the text in the background. First, choose this shy icon on each layer and click here to make them shy. I mean invisible. Now add a mask. Then find the mask path and put a keyframe. Now just adjust the mask path by moving the timeline indicator step by step. Every time you adjust the path, keyframe is automatically created. I will try to make the text appear while the dog is moving to the left side. Maybe there is easier way to do it, I don't know, so I will give you the most boring way. This shouldn't be visible, so let's create another keyframe in the beginning and adjust the mask until it's completely invisible. Cool part about it, after creating path keyframes, you can change the text to whatever you want. Lastly, we need shadows. To create it inside After Effects, I will use shapes. Then we need Fastbox Blur and Gaussian Blur effect. You can adjust the opacity as well to catch that perfect look. Now let's parent this shape layer to the null layer so it would move at the same time. You see, it's extremely easy. Last thing, let's add 3D camera movement. Select all layers and make them 3D layer, except the background layer. Now add camera layer and null layer. Make this null layer 3D as well and parent camera layer to it. Press P and put 2 keyframes to start and to the end. We will not adjust the end keyframe since its initial position. We will adjust first keyframe position to 1500, so we have this zoom out effect. If you enjoyed the tutorial and learned something new, please subscribe and like the video, and I will see you in the next one.